So you can fix a leak in your sleep, install drywall with your eyes closed, replace an AC unit faster than most people can describe what's wrong with theirs. But when it comes to marketing, most home service pros avoid it like the IRS. And I get it, you're busy. You're doing the work, answering calls, chasing invoices, trying to figure out QuickBooks at 11 p.m. And marketing always ends up dead last on that list, right after organizing the van and finally calling back that supplier. But here's the truth that keeps most service businesses stuck at the same revenue year after year. If you can't figure out marketing, you'll always struggle as a business owner. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Nez Reddy, the Customer Growth Manager here at Blue Ladder Strategies. And in the next 6 minutes, I'm going to show you why marketing isn't just another task on your to-do list. It's the difference between having a business and just having a really exhausting job. Because here's what nobody tells you. When you start a service business, being great at the work is only half the equation. The other half, making sure people know you exist. And if you're not doing that second part, you're not building a business, you're just staying busy. Let me paint you a picture you'll probably recognize. You started your business because you were tired of working for someone else, tired of doing all the work while they took most of the profit. You knew you could do better on your own. So you got your license, bought a van, bought some tools, printed some business cards, and got to work. And at first, maybe it worked. You got some referrals, a few Google reviews, maybe some word of mouth from your old clients, and you stayed busy. But then something happens. The referrals slow down, the phone stops ringing as much, and suddenly, you're sitting there on Tuesday morning with no job scheduled. So what do most people do? They panic. They start Googling how to get more customers at midnight. They boost a Facebook post for $20 because someone told them social media is the answer. Maybe you pay for a Yelp ad because that worked for one of your buddies. But nothing sticks. Nothing feels consistent, and you're stuck in this feast or famine cycle where you're either drowning in work or desperately searching for the next job. Here's why that happens. You're still thinking like a technician and not like a business owner. A technician waits for the phone to ring, then does great work, then waits for the phone to ring again. A business owner makes sure the phone never stops ringing in the first place. That's marketing. And if you're avoiding it, you're not running a business. You're just really good at your trade. Now here's where most service pros go wrong. They jump straight into tactics without any strategy. They start asking themselves, should I run Facebook ads? Should I post more on Instagram? Should I get a new website? Should I do direct mail? All these questions are like trying to frame a house without a blueprint. You're just nailing boards together and hoping it stands up. So here's the first misconception. Marketing is just posting on social media. No, posting pictures of your work on Facebook isn't marketing. It's content. Marketing is having a plan to get that content in front of people who actually need your service and are ready to buy. Misconception number 2. If I just do great work, people will find me. Maybe, eventually, if you're lucky. But how long can you survive while you wait for that to happen? Great work is the baseline. Marketing is how you make sure people know about it. Misconception number 3. Marketing is expensive. You know what's expensive? Having an empty schedule, scrambling for work every month, turning down a commercial job because you just don't have enough cash flow to buy materials up front. That's expensive. Marketing isn't a cost, it's an investment. And when you do it right, it pays for itself 10 times over. Misconception number 4. I don't have time to do marketing. Here's the truth. You don't have time not to do marketing. Because if you're not marketing, you're consistently chasing the next lead. You're always one slow month away from panic mode. But when you have marketing systems in place, the leads come to you. You stop hunting and start harvesting. So what does it actually mean to think like a marketing person? Or better yet, like a chief marketing officer, even if you're a one-person crew? It means you stop asking, how do I get my next customer? And start asking, how do I build a system that consistently brings me the right customer? Here's what that looks like. First, you track everything. You know exactly where every lead comes from. You know which marketing channels work and which ones are just burning cash. You make decisions based on data and not hunches. Second, you have a clear offer. You're not just another HVAC guy or a plumber who does good work. You have specific services, clear pricing, and a reason for people to choose you today, not eventually. Next, you target the right people. You're not trying to be everything to everyone. You know exactly who your ideal customer is. You know where they hang out and what problems they need solved, and you put your message in front of them. Then you stay top of mind. You don't just do a job and disappear. You follow up, you check in, you remind past customers that you exist when they need you again, and you build relationships, not transactions. Next, you automate what you can. You use systems, whether that's a CRM, email automation, or an AI assistant to handle the repetitive stuff so you can focus on doing the work and making the money. This isn't magic. It's just thinking strategically instead of reactively. And here's the shift. When you start thinking like a marketer, you stop being at the mercy of referrals. You stop panicking when the phone goes quiet, and you build predictability into your business. That's when you go from just busy to actually profitable. Here's the reality. You have two choices. Choice one, keep doing what you're doing. Focus only on the work, hope the referrals keep coming, react when things slow down, and stay stuck in the feast or famine cycle. Or choice number two, start thinking like a business owner. Build a marketing system that works even when you don't. Stop chasing leads and start attracting them. Most service pros, without knowing it, pick option one because it feels safer. It's what they know. But that's also why most service businesses never grow past the owner and maybe even one helper. The ones who pick choice number two, they're the ones who scale, who hire teams, who stop trading hours for dollars and start building actual wealth. Look, if you're watching this and realizing you've been treating marketing like an afterthought, you're not alone. Most service pros do, but now you know better. And if you want help building a marketing system that actually works from people that have experience, one that brings you consistent leads without having to chase them, click the link in the description and schedule a call with someone from our team. And if you want help building a marketing system that actually works from a team that has experience, one that brings you consistent leads without you having to chase them, click the link in the description and schedule a call with someone from our team. We'll show you exactly what's missing in your current approach and how to fix it. Just a clear plan to get you out of the feast and famine cycle and into consistent growth. But here's what I want you to remember. You didn't start your business to stay small. You started to build something. And marketing isn't the enemy, it's the tool that gets you there. If you have found this video helpful at all, please hit that like button, subscribe, and comment. And with that, I'll see you next time. Peace.